we're going to ask her to walk us through. And just in case you don't know who she is, I think it's only fair that she introduces herself. Let us know who you are, and yeah, how this whole makeup thing started. What is this one?
Hello, Jenny.
Dipilo njani?
I'm well, thank you.
You're so soft spoken.
I am.
Generally.
Yep, that's me.
Okay.
Jenny.
Otherwise, Tina, for people that don't know you, ungatini to introduce yourself.
Okay, Tina.
Mhm.
Yes. I am, well, a makeup artist, known as a makeup artist. Well, and I own a brand called Nuvo Inc. It is a fashion consulting brand, but geographically where I am and based, makeup actually took the front wheel.
Sure.
Yeah, well, so it was mostly it's styling, your PR/PA services where I do your personal shopping, I source out stuff for you, I do your personal branding and styling and everything. But makeup just went and took the steering.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's quickly just talk about. Can you tell us just a little bit about your background and how you got started within that makeup? Because I know that since makeup kind of overtook what you were trying to do,
Yeah.
how tell us about your background with makeup and just
Okay.
like the beauty kind of industry.
Before I started doing makeup, there was actually no background, makeup, but just my face,
Mm,
being like doing my own self.
yeah,
So what happened was my background growing up in high school, I used to do hair.
sure.
So the creativity
As in,
side
well,
of it.
fucking
Then fucking freja.
to me. Okay.
That's cringe. Then fakela, then Cincinnati. That is high school.
Okay.
So after when I matriculated, I left East London
Mm,
for 10 years. I was away for 10 years. So glad 10 years I stopped doing hair
sure.
and I was in corporate.
Okay.
So my background is mostly corporate and customer service.
Mm,
And being the nurturing person that I am, I
mm.
love helping, I love assisting. So customer service is actually me, like my
Yes.
passion. I
It speaks to
enjoy
you.
assisting the next person, right?
Mm,
So when I was in Durban, and then 5 years after that, I moved to Joburg because I needed a place that's gonna make me uncomfortable
mm.
and actually make me and push me towards actually
Out
going
your
back
comfort
to my
zone.
because
Yeah.
Durban for me was very passive and relaxed.
Sure.
It's very it's very comforting. Good,
Mm.
nice. Nothing is actually making you feel, oh, you know what, I'm not doing
Pressured.
enough. There's no
Mm,
pressure.
mm,
So I moved to Joburg because I needed indoor that's gonna put me under pressure,
mm,
push me towards my passion,
mm.
try and like ivusa kancinci because it had died down. I was like,
Sure.
I don't need, man. I'm okay. And then when I was in Joburg, then I got exposed to a lot of things when it comes to the fashion entertainment lifestyle. So I
Mm.
attended a lot of events and I did a bit of blogging back then. And then that's when the personal shopping came about. And then that's when Nuvo Inc. Because it was actually initially supposed to be Fresh Incorporated.
Okay.
So the word nouveau is a French word from meaning new or fresh.
Okay.
So it's the dictionary pronunciation of the word nouveau, the French word nouveau. So it's nu.vo basically. So that's where I
Mm.
got Nouveau Ink from, instead of calling it Fresh Ink. So the
Okay.
INK was actually incorporated, but because I used to blog, then I went for INK instead of
Mm.
INC. So hence
Okay.
Nouveau Ink. But overall, it's a fashion consulting brand. I help style your brand. I help with your PR, your social media. I'm more like your PA
Sure.
and help you brainstorm and help you with the story you want to tell with your brand and also either your personal brand or your business.
Sure.
So that's how it was initially. And then the
This is
personal
now
shopping.
2014.
This is 2014 when I
Okay.
decided, okay, I'm leaving job, I'm coming back home.
Mm.
So there's a bit of resistance and people not understanding. What do you mean you going
Mm.
shopping for me? Like,
Mm.
what's the catch?
Yeah.
Then there's the love. How are you
Sure.
gonna get what I want?
Sure.
But I'm like, it's actually the story you're trying to tell. With
Mm.
what are you selling?
Mm.
So you tell me what you sell. I understand what you're selling, but you need to also be able to actually project and translate lenduiteng sayo in
Mm.
how in your appearance as well.
Sure.
Things that we overlook mostly as people because we're trying to push product, push sales, push numbers, but
Mm.
also when people, because people will first buy into
You.
you,
Mm.
you know. Yes, I'm not wearing makeup today. I understand. But cool. People buy into you, so you need to actually tell your story. Because I like using that word. It's a nice in a way.
So, funny so,
so it's that. That's what I was trying to sell, and then it kind of the market was a bit resistant because it's like back 2014.
People are like, what are you on about? And social media wasn't even big back then in terms of
so slow. I'd have like 2 likes or a comment
a
week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wrote a lot, yeah. So responding. But people they do see it, but it's just people don't engage. That is the one thing get tricky with in our audience. Because abantu abafuna uzibonakalisa, which actually we love to see you guys nizibonakalisa to know, but are we doing it correctly or not? So back in 2014, and then I identified a gap.
Okay.
Right? Where in my personal shopping thing, and then I identified matric dance packages.
Okay.
So I used to sell hair then, and then I had this close relationship with my nail tech, which she still does my nails till today. And then I had a friend, she relocated, she did makeup. So I was outsourcing everything. So I sold hair, so I outsourced the hairstylist who's going to do the weave because it was still bonding then, and then the nail technician, and then also the makeup artist.
Sure.
So I arrange your appointments for you when you just rock up.
Sure.
So that's what the package is about. And it's thulela bazali lamthwalo of running around and not understanding indoni funa ngulo mntana. We get it. We understand it. So I mean, here's a package. It has hair involved, there's nails, there's makeup, and umntana just rocks up. Okay, on this day, the day before, it's your nails, and on the day uyofake weave yakho and it's your makeup. There was also nalandu, but why? Like kutheni lula? Sure. That's how it's supposed to be, guys.
Yeah.
I'm selling convenience.
Yeah.
Nice life problems.
Yeah. Soft life.
Yes. I need that.
Sure.
So that's what I think. That's when Nuvo and Kick took off in London. It was the matric dance packages.
Sure.
So in the first year. Then I was tricked by an agency because I was like, okay, I want to have a bit of admin experience because I was always working. I was in the call center and back office in banking. So that's where my customer service was actually nurtured and groomed. So here I was like, okay, I need client facing experience. So they were like, nah, man, we'll put you in here and there. I'm like, yeah, guys, I really don't want to work full time. I'm okay. I just want to take my time and get to study the market because I was away for a decade. I mean, I need to unlearn and relearn a lot of things about my hometown.
Sure.
Because abantu abaninzi that I grew up with, abanye zange babuye. Some I left them here, but then the majority of the people that came here to study, and then they ended up behlala. So it's like ndimcha, but ankomcha.
Sure. Sure.
So I needed to understand everyone, the need, and all these things in market and stuff. So I was like, I'm not ready to work, guys. But they're like, it's fine. And then this lady tricked me. She's like, listen, I'm gonna take you. She took me to this one place. Like they needed a stand-in for 2 days. It's like, okay, I'll be there. And then she's like, when you're done, let me know. I'll pick you up. I'm taking you to another one. They need you for another 2 days. I'm like, okay. It was an interview. And then I got the job. And then I was permanent. So I was like, guys, I did not want this.
Sure.
And they're like, man, don't worry. You don't work weekends. You'll do your makeup on weekends. I'm like, no.
What is this business?
And then now the fashion consulting side where the styling and the whole thing, now it died down because I only had time on weekends. And then matric dances were Fridays and Saturdays. So, but then also the matric dance package is also kind of slowed down a bit because I'm working full time.
And also they come in seasons, don't they?
No, guys.
Is it throughout the year?
From March until December.
Sure.
There's 4 to 6 matric dances in a month.
Oh, hectic.
Eastern Cape is big, guys.
Yeah, no, I listen, I asked.
Like, it's nice. Instead of gunning for one province, which is Gauteng.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not for me.
Cool.
It's not. So it was that. But also, I got to now go back to the drawing board. Okay, this is what I need to do now. This is what I need to perfect. This group, this is what I experienced. Okay, let me go better. Until 2019, just before COVID lockdown, I decided, okay, I'm going full Monty into business.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how was that? Because look, I think the biggest thing is having a sustainable business in in a pandemic
Oh,
must have been crazy, you know,
yeah.
and making that decision, but I'm going to leave now,
Mm.
into that was kind of sustaining you, and
Yes,
you're going to
and
move
it's
and
guaranteed income
yeah,
every month.
every month.
Aka, it's
Polil
not
Apa is literally you
childish, if you ask me.
Jonga, and ke ngoku you've got responsibilities.
Mhm.
How? Like, how did you do that?
It's that nudge, man. That you like. It's that leap of faith. And when you like in Joburg, I well, I took a vow in Joburg. Like, okay, if by 1st of April I'm not getting a job, I'm leaving.
Sure,
Then it came and I was like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm going back home. And
sure.
those Sokola and I those Swela, I'm at home.
Mm.
And I didn't. I took my time that I don't want to work, but it was just being tricked into work and doing a phone,
Sure.
which worked for me because Napaya, I gained the experience that I needed to gain in order for me to run my business
That's
full
right.
time.
Mm.
Yeah, well. So I guess it was an ordained journey for me.
Yeah.
As much as Tina say yellow, but about where you're supposed to go. You
Mm.
might detour a bit, but it was a you know what I mean?
Mm.
So I took it that way. And before most, I resigned early 2019, so we had no clue that we have
COVID coming
COVID
up.
coming up.
Sure.
And then it was good. It went okay. Like the whole year, it was fine. I was like, okay, I'm coping. And
Mm.
when you are actually into business full time,
Yeah.
then yeah, you work more as opposed to when you're working your weekends and you were like, am I gonna make this in a
Mm.
month if I work
Mm.
only weekends?
Mm.
No, then it happened. You have photo shoots, you have people flying out. They're attending events, they're attending meetings. People have radio, TV interviews, they need makeup. It's like, oh, okay. There's magazine shoots, there's editorial shoots. You
It
need it
means
all the time.
sure.
As long as you're out there. So it was that thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then when COVID hit, hi, Leo, I was a bit numb. Like I could not, Lando was like, okay, you get holiday payments, gateway accounts as Akko.
Sure.
And because I have banking experience, I know my rights. I know I have holiday payments. You're not
Mm.
going to tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
So I kind of argued that a lot with my accounts. But in yeah, it's only I pay 6 months more.
Sure.
And then I was that's when my beauty products came about.
Mm.
I started the lash line. And that's the one thing that actually held in Nuvo Inc. during that time in 2019, 2020, actually
Yeah.
2020.
Sure.
It was a lash business and the magnetic eyeliner.
Mm.
That's the adhesive you use to stick the lashes on. So
Sure.
those two, that's what held in Nuvo Inc. Then I went into eyeshadows, and then I went to brushes and sponges. Then those kicked off because remember, most in during the lockdown,
Mm.
the whole thing was like a self care.
Sure.
Everything, everyone is focusing on self care, trying to do their own things like DIY and everything.
Yeah.
So those makeup tools kind of helped because now people are like, okay, I can do my own lashes. Let me
Mm.
get the lashes and then the eyeliner, which made things so much easier in lashes and everything. And then your beauty blenders. It's like, okay, I need this. So it kind of pushed that, and it pushed me to actually leave home now because I was working from home. It
Mm.
pushed me to actually go finding my own premises. So the products are what pushed me into actually moving out of the house because you'd have people saying, "There's one lashes," and you have an appointment here. You can't. I was a little bit late on an
Mm.
appointment was paid for this time.
Mm.
Man, was like, "Oh, I guess yeah, bonus like funnel." Also, go if you couldn't pay. Yes, I know. Just two one lashes. Oh, it's nice. Oh, there's a nice we'll call you. You
Nini.
can pay to yeah.
Nini. Uzangifonela
And there's
nini.
pictures, there's everything. Khona yonke izinto. Umzekelo
Yeah.
khona wena. But it's yeah, wethu. It's how it is.
I guess so. Look, I think when it comes to the business of makeup and having lashes and what and
Yeah.
what, how did you come up with the decision of, okay, now I need to branch out? Because you saw, okay, you saw that things weren't really working
Mm.
out with you working during weekends, now you're working full time
Yeah.
on in this business. But branching out, I mean, you could have branched out to doing hair.
Mhm.
But
I
what I'm
have a
trying to say is
love-hate relationship with hair, but it's my thing. It's
yeah,
my
yeah.
place.
I mean, you chose lashes.
Mm.
Why you could have done nails, for example. I mean, that's all part
True,
of,
yeah.
beauty. Why lashes?
It's since COVID, it actually encouraged, or it brought out of us as teenagers abantu that comfort spending, to actually take care of yourself first,
Mm,
look out for you qala. So
mm,
land of like that comfort spend of uzonwabise nje uziteketise with your salary at the end of the month. That's something we hardly ever did before, because okokoko sicinga ingxaki ba yo ana ndizothenga lena but kushota le endlini. What if tomorrow never comes? You know what I mean?
eh?
So COVID taught us that. It actually taught us that, well, you know what? Hoya wena kuqala. It doesn't mean that you don't care about the other things. Okanye
Mm,
mhlawumbe awunantliziyo, but you
mm,
come first. You know what I mean? So lando umntu kwazi, okay, it's these little things that you can actually buy and then uzenzele wena endlini, and as it's like those nice tools that make things easy for you.
yeah,
And honestly and truthfully speaking, Naya in their lashes and products, I was headhunted and the manufacturer was like, listen, this is what we have. Try it out. It's like, oh, okay,
sure.
I'll try it. And then I was like, okay, give me a sample. And then I named the lashes. I was like, okay, the first person to buy this style, I'm going to name this after you. It also serves as a reminder, kumba, okay, this is where I come from. So,
Mm,
ulash, so it's okay, lash, ongo, there's the Lily Lash, there is the Ziz Lash, there's Fifi Lash. So you know about Fifi Mbani, and this is the person that first bought that style, because I gave
sure.
him, okay, choose the style that you like. And
Mm,
it was those things. So it was like, okay, we have these things. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This will work for me, because it
mm,
also is nice.
yeah,
And people loved lashes because you can't go to individual lashes
yeah.
because it's COVID. So the strip lashes, they work out just fine. And then you have this game changer of a product, which is not lash glue. It's an eyeliner that you use to stick lashes on, and it makes things easy for everyone.
Mm,
And it still exists, and people still buy it, and it makes things so much easy for you.
that's right.
So it was just, I'd say it's God's grace. Because Land is like, okay, listen, we've got this product, please try it out. Like, okay. And then they have a different name for it. I'm like, okay, I'll call it the magnetic eyeliner.
Mm.
And then it's like, okay,
Hey, I think that saying that says when something is meant for you, it
true.
it will always find you.
Mm-mm.
So no
It
matter
will
when it's
take you
directions
wherever
of
you are.
yeah, 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 you want to go these directions. It's like fumana kodwa
Yeah,
wena.
true.
Wow. All right. I quickly want us to talk about marketing and branding.
Mhm.
I think, as a business owner, you know how important the marketing and branding is to sustain your business.
Yeah.
Talk to us how you approached the marketing and just building your brand, especially in the digital age, because now social media is what we do. It's how we live. It's basically anybody that is doing anything right now. If you're not on social media, mate, then
Yeah.
you might as well just give up.
True, true. Because
So,
you need to be visible
mm,
also. And for me, because I started off blogging because I needed to actually share tips and tricks and ideas on how to go about your everyday wear.
sure.
Right. So how I did the marketing, and I studied marketing in varsity. So I kind of know that you need to be out there, you need to sell.
Mm,
Sometimes it might give off desperado,
sure.
but I'm gonna be like, like, So how I approach it is that you need to be visible. People need to see you.
Yeah.
And you need to live what you are selling
Mm,
for a certain period. Sometimes people buy face. Ekugqibeleni, they end up buying face, but you need to also try and balance the two.
mm,
Instead of people will not buy the product when it's on its own. They will only buy into it if they see your face.
mm, mm.
Sometimes it gets tricky that way. But the whole approach is being visible and selling your product, and try to actually portray it differently. Mhlambe komnye umuntu in the next person. Have models, if you are doing makeup and hair, have a model show off your product on different sets of
Skin
people,
types, maybe.
different
Mm.
skin types, different face shapes, different eye shapes. Because sometimes makeup translates differently on like different features.
Yeah.
Because umdu with smaller eyes, then makeup will translate differently than umdu who's got bigger eyes.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to appeal to everyone and understand that you constantly need to sell, guys. On channel 100, wherever you go,
Oh, go.
basically.
So even the way you dress, even but
Yes,
your face, you don't have makeup, but the way you are looking proper.
I try. I'm kidding, but you know what? Good skin is equals to good makeup. So you need to
Mm,
take care of your skin.
yeah.
So also what we do as well, and we educate our clients that you need to take care of your skin for great makeup.
Mm,
So your makeup won't translate better if you've got skin that's not taken care of.
sure.
You can conceal up to so much, but at the end of the day, you need to also hydrate and feed your skin so that it gives off the look that you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Let's quickly jump into advice and
Mm-hmm.
inspiration. I think there's a lot of young girls and young women that not only want to be business owners, but I think that they want to get in because they understand and know the world of looking pretty.
Yeah.
Because that's the world we live in now. I mean, there's so many YouTube this and
Yes.
Facebook's that and Insta's this, that kind of teach you how to do it, and people kind of learn and they know how to do it. And then like, do you have classes? Like, what happens? Do you have just advice, someone that
Mm-hmm.
wants to get into having their own business, owning their own brand? I mean, you've been in this for 10 years now,
Yep.
and that is not something that's easy, especially in the world of fashion, because there's so many things that come up, and some
Yeah,
people can't
true.
keep up
True.
with what has been coming up. But you have maintained, you've grown, and you've persisted. So what advice can you give the girlies?
Patience more than anything.
Okay.
Patience more than anything. If you're looking to be in the business,
Mm,
it's not an Instagram reel, guys.
sure.
It's not that 30-second reel like and a time lapse type of thing. It's a lot of work. You need to put in the work. You need to put in the work. Yes, money makes the world go round. It might seem like it's an easy back type of situation. Yes, there is money, I would say, but at the end of the day, it also costs to actually run the business.
Mm,
And also, you need to have a bit of passion in there.
mm,
Because if I'm going to pure your abantu, you're going to get drained
mm,
because people can easily drain you because you have different characters and the Zimbo's different and it's
sure.
from different backgrounds and it's different situations. A wedding is different from a 21st birthday.
A trick
21st birthday
dance.
is different from a matric dance.
Mm,
There's a lot of things that could go wrong. It pressure means on the client that you're servicing. Like energy, yeah, okay, when she's stressing, it projects onto you. You feel
mm,
it. Is it
mm,
sinned? So imagine when you trying to push numbers. Uzoba njani at the end of the day, uzoba unjingjing mos, and you can't assist, like help people.
mm,
So there must be a bit of passion, be willing to learn. Um, Beauty brands, their formulations evolve and they change with time and trends to accommodate what the client needs. Siyachinja, there's different things. Like now, most beauty products are focusing now on skincare,
mm,
focusing on your skin first. Like if
mm,
you have a makeup product, it must also benefit your skin as well.
mm,
So if you're not keeping up with that, then when uzosheka mhlambe kwinto ya 2 years back, you might lose a portion of your clients because you're not focusing on what's trending now.
mm.
And then the product mhlambe you won't be able to use it or manipulate in a way that you want because when usahleli kula formulation yeah 2 years ago.
Sure.
So they change all the time. It changes. Even foundations, you'd find it doesn't oxidize the same it used to last year because
Mm,
machinchile the
mm,
formulations and everything. So you need to your smartphone. It's not just for content. Just before you sleep, shall on the internet and just learn and read up, like reading up about the thingy, the market, the skill, and the whole thing around makeup and beauty and what
mm,
people want. Because
mm.
people actually, you need to listen to a client when there's an inquiry that comes in. You need to understand, okay, this person has this idea of Lenda Ifunayo.
Sure.
And then when you need to find a way of umhlangabeza ngayo, okay, I see you want this. This is the occasion. So Do you not think maybe ungenza lento? Sometimes now you are triggering a thought la mntu khange abe nayo
Sure.
regarding into ayifunayo.
Sure.
So you need to be a person that has a lot of empathy or understanding, and also your aim is to meet your client halfway and satisfy the client. Now, there's nothing as fulfilling as having someone leaving my chair or the shop. My confidence is like
On a high, come
Nice.
here.
Mama, I made it. It's so nice. It's fulfilling. It's very nice.
Sure.
And you even sleep well at night. Imagine again where you don't satisfy a client. Ik van late hiking, okay, one delay. Okanye lam to before me who was late made me late. I missed my flight. Zolala njani ebusuku? That person wasted all this money. Flight, makeup, zinwele, outfit. Okanye, I had a photo shoot and when you guys delayed, I delayed. So your photo shoot I cancellation. How do you sleep at night?
Money gone already. Say spend
the and how do you sleep at night? So Lando a and passion and empathy and morals. Understand man land. But okay, cool. This is hard earned money. You do who saves up a lot to actually be there at the beauty bar. You know what? I'm gonna save up. I want for this day, I want this.
Yeah.
So Lamb, you need to treat them with the same respect as the person that actually thinks, hey man, this is just it's a drop in the ocean for me.
Sure. Sure.
Who would save 4 months for this service.
Sure.
So you need to treat them also the same level of respect and fairness. I'm an advocate of fairness and I'm to selfish. Guys.
Sure.
See, the minute you project selfishness, okay,
Done with you.
No. Why do you think you're better than the next person? Why? Why? You know, if so, Ian Kubekisa land, Ian Kubekisa, yes. But it's like land respect the next person, treat them with the same respect as you would the other.
Yeah.
And fairness.
Yeah.
If it's a first come, first serve thing, keep it like that. Be
Sure.
consistent. And consistency.
Very important, Lando, consistency.
Yes. And yes, I do offer classes.
Okay.
But my passion, my favorite is master classes, where it's like a grouped thing. It's an event, so there's goodie bags, there's refreshments, and all these things. It's all fun when it's like a group.
But it's something that you come up. It's not something that like, oh, I've got a bunch of friends. We want to learn. Like for our bachelorette party, we want to learn
those things like maybe pizza and bubbly. Then you with your friends would just play around with makeup, make it all fun. Like a pajama party, a cute thing with a group of friends.
I love that. So net packages is till. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Can you please just share with us future plans? Well, I know it's been 10 years now. Yeah. In the next 10 years, where do you see Nuvo Inc? Where do you want it to go? Where are you? What are you trying to do? Yeah, are there any new projects that you're working on? Things like that.
It's just extension of the existing projects, the hair and the makeup products.
Wait, do you still sell hair now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, she's a winner girl.
Yes. We do sell hair, and then we also have hair care, the hair care range.
Okay.
So your wig installation products, from your glues, your mousse, your wax, everything you need. If you are a person that does wig installations, we have all the products for you.
Sure.
And it's our brand. And so yeah, if anything goes wrong, you've got nowhere else but to go. Yeah, slap us local.
Sure.
So you know what I mean. And then also the makeup products. It's mostly tools for makeup. So I've had my fellow makeup artists and makeup enthusiasts in mind. So to make things easy for you.
Sure.
So I've done the longest route of everything in finding out which was the easiest way. So the tools that I have, they make life easy for you. From the brushes, the sponges, the magnetic eyeliners, and all those things. So and then future plans, being international.
Boop, 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 boop.
Listen, from my mouth to God. Yeah, being international. And then other future plans again, which it's something I can't disclose now.
Sure.
Nah, yeah, but there are future plans.
Okay, I love it.
Yes,
I
there
love
are.
it. I love it. I love it. I want to know before you go, you say that now you've moved from working because now I used to go to your place,
Yeah.
so now you've moved from your place. You now
I
are
have a
at a
studio now,
studio.
yeah.
Where is that studio
In
located?
Pretoria,
Okay.
Tyrell Road, not far from Sanook and Tiger Wheel,
Okay.
just next to Tiger Wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it work? Do I walk in or is it
We
appointments?
work by appointments strictly.
Okay.
Walk-ins, they are rare to accommodate because I mean makeup and we do makeup and hair services. So most of them they require an appointment because everything has time allocation.
Mm,
So it's rare where you'd find items, okay, can I please come in for an install? Can I come in for makeup where we are available? Because if I'm not at the studio for an appointment, I'm elsewhere doing other things.
mm,
So we encourage appointments because also Nomdu might think, ah, let me just rock up there at the studio and you'd find I'm not there. Or
mm,
you'd find I'm there, but I have a client. So now it's kind of impersonal for me to leave Lomdu who booked this time slot to go attend to something else because we are delaying again the person that's
mm,
booked because
mm.
when Gumdu wants an appointment it also is good for it benefits when you're planning
Sure.
on the day and your occasion about okay if I'm doing my makeup for this long then after this I'm doing this.
Mm.
So we encourage appointments so much. I mean 2024 guys, appointments. But you can pop in to actually look at the products. You can pop in to make appointments to drop off your weave because we do have wig laundry services like washing, treatment, fixing your wig, revamping it, and then if maybe Umdo wants to buy products as well, so you walk in because we do have operating hours for the shop side.
Which is
And then it's 9 to 5, Tuesdays to Friday.
okay.
Mondays it's 11 till 5,
Okay.
and then Saturdays it's 9 to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Sundays it's only we open for appointments only if there is an appointment.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Tina, I want to thank you so much for hanging out and joining us.
Thank you
I
for
think we
having
found we,
me.
yeah, look, I mean, I think, as women, it's very important for us to not only shine a light on each other, but I think to also kind of, advise, the youngins coming up. But look, we can do it as women. We can have our own businesses
Yeah.
and they can be sustainable. You just need to have a plan.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming to share that with
Thank
us.
you for having me.
Yeah, man. Yes, you look beautiful. Jesus. Hey, I can. Mna nagqibela kudala okuya kuthina safuneka ndiphinde so the studio is called Nova Ink Studios.
No, not anymore. The first one was Nuvo Ink Beauty Bar, but now it is called The Beauty Bar
Okay.
because of the different brands under the umbrella now.
Oh.
So, as operating and servicing clients, it's
Mm.
two brands. It's Nuvo Ink, which is myself, and then Therapy by Y. It's also a hair brand. So,
Okay.
the services there are mostly hair and weave related services
Sure.
like your installations, hair products, and everything. And then Nuvo Ink gets both hair and makeup.
Mm.
And then the shop then sells the products which Therapy and Nuvo Ink have. So
Okay.
then it's called The Beauty Bar.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's it that we have for you in terms of Money Monday. There you heard it first. It's just on 54 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock. At 11 will come through with the news headlines just to keep you in the know what's happening in and around your world. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day, ma'am. And thank you for making time and popping in. We also need to make time and pop in at the beauty